always goes on and on about how Aquarians are so difficult to date and whatnot. Have you ever stopped and asked yourself that maybe it's you? Yeah, I got your back, Aquarians. Hola my beautiful lotus flowers, welcome back or welcome to my channel. If you're into nerding out on everything astrology, spirituality, and self-transformation, this is a community for you. Today is all about dating our Aquarian friends in the world and what you can expect from them. And then we're going to talk about 3 potential zodiac matches that may go well with an Aquarius. But keep in mind that I am not taking birth charts into play. The birth charts are so important when it comes to determining compatibility with somebody. And in this video, I'm only talking about sun signs. I'm not taking into account the moon signs or anything else, but all of that is super, if not more important than the sun signs. This is just for fun. Don't get discouraged if I don't mention your sign being compatible with an Aquarius or whatever it may be, okay? First, let's talk about 5 general traits that you should know about dating an Aquarius. First, their partner has to be extremely open-minded and interesting to them. Aquarians are very freedom-loving, independent thinkers with very abstract, unique thoughts on life as a whole. Because of this, they love to engage in complex topics that really test your brain. Intellectual or intriguing conversations on unusual topics is something most Aquarians look forward to in their personal relationships. If someone seems very vacant and simple-minded, it is usually an immediate turnoff because Aquarians love somebody who adds another layer of intellect, originality, and higher thought to their lives. Second, because they aren't small-minded individuals and are often concerned about or intrigued by other people's perspectives, cultures, etc., they're usually natural humanitarians at heart. Now, why is this important to their partnerships? Because their partner has to realize that even if the Aquarius loves you, they are naturally drawn towards being part of something bigger than them. And in everyday life, it's not uncommon for them to be taking other people's feelings into consideration. So having a more selfish and possessive partner that just wants the 2 of them to be in their own little world together and ignore everybody else is probably not going to work out, because Aquarians are just not usually so fixated on their romantic life that they're willing to sacrifice everything else and everybody else that they value just to spend time or do what their partner wants them to do. Third, although Aquarians actually have a need for good friends and a committed partnership, they have a more obscure way of showing their romantic side to the person they love. It's important to remember that Aquarians are the fixed air sign. Fixed means that it's a sign that tends to have a more stubborn yet loyal and committed nature. Because they're an air sign, they also tend to be more openly logical rather than openly emotional. So because of this, if they do have a more mushy-gushy side, it's going to take time usually to really break that side out of them. More than the way that an Aquarius is going to show you that they like you more than the average person or they have romantic feelings towards you is going to be through acts of service and just really wanting to spend a lot of time around you, because an Aquarius can be rather selective about who they're spending their time and energy on. And even though people tend to love Aquarians, they don't necessarily reciprocate that feeling, but when they reciprocate that feeling, they really reciprocate it because they don't feel that strongly towards a lot of people. So if they really feel that strongly towards you, they're going to want to spend a lot more time with you than normal. If an Aquarius is trying to be around you as much as possible and as long as possible, then there might be something romantic blossoming there. But as far as them setting up these extravagant romantic giveaway or getaways and presents and bringing you flowers and chocolates and stuff, they definitely have that side to them, of course, because that comes with their extreme commitment once they love something. But most likely it will take time to see that side. Fourth, Aquarians place extremely high value on having a partner that doubles over as their best friend in life. Because an Aquarius still loves a sense of independence even with their partner, and also because they don't tend to be fixated on mushy-gushy romance in their relationship, then what they find most romantic and ideal in a partnership is if this partner feels like their absolute best friend, someone that they share this special, super close type of friendship bond with, as well as being the romantic partner. They don't like to feel like the relationship is exclusively romantic and there's nothing else to it. They really like to feel that foundation of a really strong, true friendship underneath the actual building that is the romantic partnership that exists. Again, this is because Aquarians value someone who equals their intellect, allows more freedom, is also independent, and can have fun, humorous experiences with the Aquarius. Like I mentioned before, they can struggle with the more mushy side of romance, so feeling like their partner is also their best friend makes them feel much happier, much more comfortable in opening themselves up and essentially potentially becoming more romantic as time goes on. Fifth, Aquarius tends to think and internalize many things, especially how they feel about somebody. Contrary to popular belief, Aquarians can actually become very almost obsessed and committed with somebody very, very fast and latch on to somebody very fast that they like, because this also comes with their fixed, committed nature and their need for close human connections. But the reason that popular belief thinks this isn't true is because they have such a hard time showing it most times. They don't really know how to approach feeling that way, and they can have a sense of pride to them where they don't want to, this is going to sound weird, but they don't want to put themselves below somebody romantically, intellectually, or whatever. They really like to feel like they have a sense of control and like they have control of the situation, like they have control of their feelings, like control. And that's something that Aquarius has because of their extreme intellectual nature most of the time. So when you are approaching somebody romantically, then there's always walls that are being broken down in order to do that. You have to break down your walls when you're getting into a romantic partnership, or else it's never going to progress. So that's really the hardest thing, is for an Aquarius to figure out how to start dropping and deconstructing those walls and approaching that person true to the way that they feel about them. This is another reason that it's important to know that if you're interested in an Aquarius, then really it's going to take some sort of patience, and a lot of times you have to just become a close friend of theirs long before you get into the relationship. You have to be someone they've known and built a friendship with for a while, because these things take time for the Aquarius to grapple with and actually act on. A lot of things have to be carried out on an Aquarius's time. Like, they don't like to feel forced or rushed into anything, and if anything, that's going to push them away. If you give them ultimatums or anything like that, then a lot of times that's going to turn them off or really scare them and make them even more uncomfortable, and you don't want to do that. If you are an Aquarius or dating an Aquarius, leave a comment down below and let me know why you're watching this video. And be sure you don't forget to hit the like button for me, subscribe, and the bell, because it helps me reach so many other people just like you who want to learn more about astrology and spirituality. Now let's talk about 3 of the potential best zodiac matches for an Aquarius sun sign. First is Sagittarius the Archer. The biggest thing between these two is that they both heavily value a sense of independence, freedom, and excitement in the relationship. Neither of them like to feel stagnant or bored, and they want to have more fun, humorous, lighthearted experiences with their partner. They both want to be intellectually stimulated, and they also want to have this humorous, friendly type connection with their partner where they can joke with each other, they can have like witty banter with each other. And because an Aquarius tends to be so eccentric and really think outside the box, a Sagittarian is perfect, because Sagittarians also tend to do the same thing. They have a very expansive mind and are very open-minded, and in this way there's room for a lot of not only fun experiences but great intellectual conversations. The biggest place that these two might reach some sort of conflict is because Aquarians could tend to be very fixated in their own opinions or beliefs or whatever, and Sagittarians don't like this. Sagittarians are a mutable fire sign, which means they're very adaptable, and this is something that can make them better at dealing with the fixed nature of an Aquarian, but it can cause conflict because Sagittarians don't want their partner to become so fixated on anything. Second, we have Aries, the ram. Both of these signs heavily dislike stagnancy and want to have something in motion, want to be feeling progress and moving forward in some way. And because of this, they can really amplify and enhance each other's ambitions in life. Aquarius is the abstract thinker of the zodiac that has all these innovative ideas, and then Aries is a sign that's all about moving forward and putting things into action and bringing them to fruition. Together, these two can have powerful potential in their relationship to really push each other into bringing great things into their lives and really reaching their goals together. But on top of that, also adding an element of excitement to the relationship all the time that both signs really crave. Not only that, but they both tend to have more expansive minds as well. So most likely an Aquarius won't become too bored when dating an Aries and will enjoy the intellectual connection they have as well. The biggest place that they might see conflict is where an Aries can be a little bit more possessive and selfish with their partner. And an Aquarius doesn't like that. An Aquarius does not like to feel caged or restricted in any type of way. So this is something that these two may have to work through. Third, we have Gemini, the twins. This has to be one of the strongest and most stimulating mental connections that could exist in the zodiac. I have seen countless Geminis and Aquarians interact with each other, and they immediately become like Batman and Robin. They become like the dynamic duo, and really they're the dynamic talking duo. They're both extremely witty, quick thinkers that always have something to say or some sort of interesting opinion to give. Geminis, just like Aquarians, love to feel enticed by their partner, especially intellectually and whether it's through having these funny little jokes, sarcastic jokes between each other, or whether it's through actual good, stimulating conversation. So Geminis will love an Aquarian's intellectual, super unique mind and with all these ideas and everything, and they're going to really excite each other in this way. Both signs do heavily value a more lighthearted feeling of friendship being present in their relationship as well, so they'll be able to really understand this with each other and build that friendship as well as the romantic relationship. A problem that may arise between the two, however, is Aquarians, even though they do want to have more fun and they do like joking around and playing around with their partner and stuff, they do still have a more mature and unique way of approaching life. And Geminis are well known as a more childlike sign. They also like to have fun and everything, but sometimes they don't really know when to stop joking around or when to stop being kind of childish. They can be a bit more impulsive and sporadic than an Aquarius can sometimes. So these two will just have to find a balancing act so they don't get too annoyed with each other. Again, please let me know if you're an Aquarius watching this video down in the comments below, or if you're interested in or dating an Aquarius. And be sure you're hitting the like button, subscribe, and the bell for me so I can reach other people just like you, as well as hopping over to the LaBlue Lotus Facebook community where we talk more about astrology, spirituality, and using those for self-transformation. If you want to see more personal content from me, you can head over to my Instagram at Marisa LaBlue, and you can also watch these videos to learn more about your astrological and spiritual journey. I look so forward to seeing you in the next video. Thank you so much for being here. Until next time, adios.